In 1999, I knew I was a hard worker. If you put me flipping burgers, I would be the best burger flipper there was, because I am motivated to be excellent. But what I found out was I was doing that in my previous 3 jobs that I had before Advocare, and I was being as excellent as I could. At the end of the month, where's the money? How are we going to pay for this bill? What are we going to do? And we were not living extravagantly. We're just trying to pay our student loans off. We're just trying to pay the electric bill. I mean, just the basics of life. And I'm thinking, if this is where hard work gets you, I need a different plan. And so when Advocare came along, it was exciting to go, okay, so wait a minute. I get paid to be excellent. I get paid to apply my skills and grow and learn, and I get paid based on that. You know, when do I start?
This is where our journey began. Both my wife and I, we recently graduated from college when we heard about this business and started our journey out. And so we were living here with another couple, 2 big Labrador retrievers, and a 2-bedroom apartment. And I was working 60 hours a week. Jenny had 3 different jobs. And so, we weren't in a situation we really wanted to be in. What we saw more. We saw what we could, our potential, where we could be, not where we were currently at.
We had built our business for a year and living in the apartment with our friends, and we'd recruited a couple people in our business, not a huge team, but enough to get some great things happening. And that, of course, led to our income of $10,000 a month. And at that point, we're like, okay, it's time to move on out into our own place. And so this apartment complex that you see behind me is the first place that we felt kind of proud of. We feel like Advocare, and really believe that Advocare is a gift to give people in the area of finances. And so when I'm telling somebody about Advocare, I have to tell them the money that they can make, because they probably, in this day and age, in this economy, they're probably struggling with finances and their budget, and it's just, money's a real pain when you don't have it, and it can dominate the household and the stress and the conversations. And so with Advocare, it's just been so fun to be able to tell people, hey, you know what? You don't have to suffer, you don't have to struggle, you can have a better life, and let's tell you what we have.
I think about where I am today and what's taken place over the last 10 years and really what I was doing. I could not imagine not having Advocare. I can't imagine where I'd have to go to work every morning. Now I go to work in a different setting, but it's nice that I can just have the freedom of choices. It's not about necessarily the income we've earned, even though today our current income is about $60,000 a month, which is staggering. But I think better than that, it's about the time I have with my family, time I have with the things I really want to do in life and the lives I want to impact.
What Advocare has done for us, and for me especially as a mom with my children, is it's allowed me to do some things that I think in the long run are what matters most. Now on the short term, we get to do things that it takes money to do. It takes money to take our kids to Mexico and go on vacation. But on a deeper level, my kids get me and their dad a lot. And when it's all said and done, I think they're going to reflect back on their life and look at their childhood, and they're not going to be talking about, do you remember the cool car we had? Do you remember that car that Dad drove? Or do you remember how nice our house was? I think that's all irrelevant. They might not even remember that. What we're caring about is how we're able to shape and guide and mentor our children, because we believe that we are their coach. We're the ones responsible for shaping their life and helping them become very successful and finding their purpose. And so that's what's important to us, and so the big word there is time. And that's what money has bought us, is time with our children. And it's incredible, and it drives us to help other families accomplish that as well.